Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fifth session of the 55th Annual Convocation Ceremony of St. Clair College of Applied Arts and Technology. I am Anthony Mancini, Chair, Zekelman School of Business, and it is my pleasure to act as Master of Ceremonies for today's program. St. Clair College would like to respectfully recognize and acknowledge that it occupies the traditional, ancestral, and contemporary lands of Three Fires Confederacies, territory of the Ojibwa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi nations. We acknowledge the many other tribes and indigenous nations that call this beautiful land home. We give thanks to the land and the surrounding water for sustaining us. Would you please rise if able to join in the singing of O Canada performed by Daniela Marentet.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Daniela. Please be seated. I would like to acknowledge and thank today's piper, Andrew Kale, and interpreters, Kelly Ann LaFleur and Paige Laramie. Before we begin the formal part of the ceremony, I would like to make a few announcements. We are pleased to advise you that your TV locally on Cocheco Cable will air this session of Convocation. For times, visit stclairalumni.com. We are also live streaming this session at www.stclaircollege.ca. Please set your cell phones to silent during the ceremony. Guests are asked to remain in their seats during graduation. We also ask that graduates stay in their seats until the ceremony is complete. I will now introduce the members of the Board of Governors who are with us today, and I ask that you remain standing if able until after the members of the college administration are also introduced. Egidio Sovereign, Chair. Warren Beck. John Parent. Alan Provo. And today's guest speaker, Dave Merhage, Alumnus of Distinction 2021. I would also like to introduce a member of the college administration, President Patty France. Wasim Habash, Senior Vice President, Academic and College Operations. John Fairley, Vice President, College Communications and Community Relations and Executive Director, Foundation. Mark Jones, Vice President, Finance and Chief Financial Officer. Ron Segan, Vice President, International Relations, Campus Development and Student Services. Joe Sirianni, Vice President, Human Resources, Safety, Security, and Facilities Management. Mike Silvaggi, Vice President, Academic and Registrar. Lindy Prendy, Executive Director, Center for Academic Excellence and Quality Assurance. Ruth Susanna, Chair, Zekelman School of Information Technology. Jimmy Parsons, Chair, School of Media Arts and Design. And from the St. Clair College Alumni Association, Lori Kemp, Member. I would now like to call upon St. Clair College President Patty France to provide opening remarks.
Thank you, Anthony. On behalf of the college's administration and the entire St. Clair College family of employees, it is a pleasure to welcome all of you to this convocation ceremony as we celebrate the achievements of the newest graduates in the school's 55-year-long history. This is the first in-person convocation that we've had in over 2 years. We've awarded diplomas to several thousand new graduates by means of online ceremonies throughout the pandemic. But we're so very, very happy to again have the opportunity to share some mask-free smiles during the stage crossing process. The theme of my remarks today is once upon a time. That may be one of the very first phrases that you remember from your childhood adventures of learning to read, and that was your very first experience of an educational nature. Whether it was a loving parent or an enthusiastic teacher reading an exciting and entertaining fairy tale, pointing with a finger to each word to foster your understanding, it was then, during that once upon a time, that you acquired your love of learning. More recently, once upon a time, a year or two ago, you enrolled at St. Clair to pursue that love of learning in a much more formal manner, with the associated goal of laying the groundwork for a career. To be truly fascinating and inspirational, every story needs a bit of drama in the form of obstacles to be overcome, challenges to be met, perhaps a villain to be vanquished. In your case, that villain was a virus, which created both a local and global pandemic throughout your post-secondary experience. It created at best an irritating degree of inconvenience and at worst an alarming level of stress. Despite that, here you are, at the conclusion of your remarkable quest. Pursuing your education in the midst of the pandemic required you to boost your academic concentration to an extreme degree. You are now holding a diploma that symbolizes not only your scholastic achievement, but your tremendous personal tenacity. You're truly the hero in this once upon a time tale, having overcome a monstrous virus to accomplish your post-secondary goal. With your hard-earned St. Clair education in hand, you will now set off into the world to enjoy rewarding careers and to make caring contributions to your community as involved citizens. In addition to your diploma, as a symbol of your accomplishment, we'll also be presenting you with a very special keepsake, your Griffin Wings lapel pin. For those of you who may not know, the griffin is a mythical beast from ancient Greece. It has the body and tail and rear legs of a lion, the king of animals, and the head, talons, and wings of an eagle, the king of birds. You will find its full body depicted on your liripipe and on the college's official crest on your diploma. It has been our official emblem since the college's founding in 1967 because it also is associated with the name St. Clair. The Griffin was the name of the ship captained by the French explorer La Salle on August 12, 1679. He was the first European to sail upon the Detroit River and into the body of water to the northeast of Windsor. That was the feast day of the Roman Catholic saint, St. Clare, so he named the lake in her honor. When the college, too, chose the name St. Clare, it also adopted the symbol of LaSalle's ship as its official mascot. Of all the various parts of the griffin, why did we choose the wings to create the pin? Because the image of taking flight also ties into the modern day element of the college, namely our marketing motto of rise above the ordinary. You have certainly done that throughout the course of your education, meeting all of your professors' academic expectations and demands. Indeed, you rose above the extraordinary. In view of the fact that you completed your educations in the midst of a global pandemic. Besides, every once upon a time fable needs an exciting, courageous, powerful creature like a griffin, don't you think? There's one other reason for us to be very happy about our ability to stage in-person convocations again. We can be joined by the guests of our graduates, the family members and friends who have provided such essential support and encouragement throughout this educational journey. This ceremony is very much a celebration of your important role in this once-upon-a-time adventure as well, and we are truly thrilled that you're with us here today. 3 other individuals are moving on from their special roles at St. Clair College in their near future. 3 members of the St. Clair College's Board of Governors, the school's highest decision-making body, as their terms of office conclude at the end of this month. They are Melanie DeShutter, the representative of the college's administration on the board, and 2 external board members from the community, Teresa Bendo and our board chair, Jid Sovereign. Both of them served on the board and served the college and its students for half a dozen years, with Jid capping off his tenure as the board chair during the past year. To this trio of generous individuals, I thank you on behalf of the college, its employees, our students, and our fellow board members. You've been, once upon a time, heroes as well. Jid, can I just ask you to come up to the podium, please? I have come to the conclusion of my remarks, but as graduates who have not come to the conclusion of your once-upon-a-time story, you're simply ending one exciting chapter and turning the page to a lifelong series of thrilling and rewarding experiences, both professionally and personally. Congratulations, graduates. Well done.
Thank you, President France. I would now like to call upon Ejidu Sovereign, Chair of the Board of Governors, who will now deliver greetings from the board.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. In a few minutes, all of you will walk out of this venue as official St. Clair College Saints and graduates of our fine institution. Before you do, however, it is my privilege to say a few words about the path ahead. With your St. Clair College diploma, you have earned a credential that demonstrates exceptional achievement in any year. But this past year, you had overcome challenges that you could not have ever imagined when you began your studies. You, your families, and your friends can be very proud of what you've accomplished. And you can be sure that the strengths you've demonstrated will serve you well in the years ahead. If I had one quality to provide you today that matters across the many dimensions of achievement and talent, it is persistence. The ability and the drive to keep going when things get tough, To achieve the goals, we have to find ways to continue moving forward. Even when, especially when, obstacles seem insurmountable and pressing on appears to be exhausting or daunting. You earned your diplomas, certificates, and accreditation in your education because you persisted. I hope that today and the weeks ahead, as you celebrate your education, you will take time to thank the friends, family members, teachers, mentors, and other people who helped you cross the finish line. And in that spirit, I hope you, as you pursue quests and adventures beyond this campus, you will help others cross the finish line as you've had done so remarkably yourself. I know that whatever you do, you will make St. Clair College proud and put your talents, creativity, and character to work in ways we can scarcely imagine today. We send our best wishes and thanks to our faculty for investing in you over the past couple of years as you embark on a new path that's ahead. Rise up, class of 2022, as the newest members of the Saints Nation, and proudly take your place wherever you are needed throughout Windsor, Essex, Chatham-Kent, and the Greater Toronto Area and beyond. Very well done.
Thank you, Egidio. I would now like to reintroduce John Fairley, Vice President, College Communications and Community Relations, and Executive Director, St. Clair College Foundation, who will introduce our guest speaker.
Thank you, Anthony. David Merhej is a graduate of the class of 2003. Business marketing. He's an actor. He's a comedian and a graduate of business marketing. David, as an actor and stand-up comedian, was born here in Windsor and began performing his comedy in Windsor, Detroit while he was going to St. Clair College. I mean, he was in clubs doing his comedy in Windsor and Essex, Windsor, Detroit. After graduating in business marketing from St. Clair, he wasted no time in transferring his newly established marketing skills to show business. Growing up in a traditional Lebanese family, Dave has used his upbringing as fodder for some of his comedy routines. Currently, Dave can be seen as Ahmed on the comedy series Rami, an American comedy drama which premiered in 2019 on the Hulu network. This series is based in New Jersey, starring comedian Rami Youssef, and plays the son of Egyptian immigrants. TV's not any new business to Dave. He also had a recurring role on Mr. D on the CBC television sitcom. Dave also won a Juno Award in 2019 for his comedy album of the year, Good Friend, Bad Grammar, which is one of the most original stand-up acts on the comedy scene today. He has been recognized for several comedy awards and made his appearances on the Comedy Network, Match Game, TV, MTV Live, CBC. He also had his own stand-up special on the Comedy Network, and was featured on a Netflix stand-up comedy series, Comedians of the World. Dave can be seen performing all across Canada and the United States in comedy clubs. Dave just completed the Just for Laughs Comedy Night in Canada tour with Canadian comedy legend Rick Mercer. They toured 18 cities across the country, starting in Moncton, New Brunswick, and wrapping up in Victoria, British Columbia. He flew in today, or this week, just to speak to you. Ladies and gentlemen, from the School of Business Marketing, the actor-comedian we know, and welcome home, welcome to David Merhej.
Some of you, or actually most of you, are like, I've never heard of those shows. I'm like, is that guy on TikTok? That's what I feel. Is anyone on TikTok? I mean, everyone here probably is on TikTok. To be honest with you, I didn't think I was gonna be here when wasn't even actually gonna go to college. It was my mom. She's actually here. She's at the top over there. She's a Lebanese mother who's still not sitting down. She's standing this whole time. Like you could see her. Look, she's not. You know, I wanted to do stand-up and acting since I was 14, and I was like, yo, I'm not going to college. She's like, you're going to college. I go, okay. She's like, just graduate, and then you can chase what you want to chase. I had to go because I was scared of her. I'm still scared of her. Also, she was paying the bills in the house with my dad, so I couldn't say anything. And they also paid for my college, which without my dad and her, I wouldn't have gone, basically, or afforded to go. And I know it's kind of weird that I graduated with marketing and I'm doing acting and comedy. It makes no sense when I tell people that. But what the school did teach me, which I don't know if it taught you guys, is the fundamentals, like the tools it gave me to work hard, to have a schedule. And yeah, that helped me so much. And also the marketing I learned, I applied it to what I was doing. So look, I congratulate you all. I know it was probably tough with COVID as well. So congratulations, and thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you, Dave. I would now like to reintroduce Senior Vice President, Academic and College Operations, Wasim Habash, to acknowledge our award winners.
Thank you, Anthony. The Faculty Academic Award is designed to recognize the graduating student in each program, full-time or part-time, who has best demonstrated academic excellence. The Student Leadership Award recognizes the graduating student in each program, again, full or part-time, who best combines academic achievement and leadership. Could I please ask the recipients of the Student Leadership Award and the Academic Faculty Award to please stand so you could be recognized. If you are the winner of the Student Leadership Award or Academic Faculty Award. Graduates, congratulations on your receiving your diplomas or certificates today. Convocation is the formal recognition of your achievements. You have worked very hard, so celebrate this accomplishment. It is most deserving. There is, however, one other group here today that also deserve to be recognized. These are the remarkable, dedicated faculty here at St. Clair College who have contributed to your success. Graduates, I would ask that you please join me in a standing ovation to thank your faculty for their contribution to your success. Please stand.
We have now come to the formal part of our ceremony, where the diplomas, certificates, and degrees will be awarded and become official documents of the college. Would the graduates please stand if able? Would the graduates please stand if able? I would like to call upon President France and Vice President, Academic and Registrar Michael Salvaggi to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Madam President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for diplomas, certificates, and degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by several divisions of St. Clair College. They have been recommended by their faculty to be awarded these diplomas in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of St. Clair College, I do hereby confer on you your respective diplomas, certificates, and degrees with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Madam President, on behalf of the graduates not present, I request that you confer their diplomas, certificates, and degrees in absentia.
I so do.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, during the next part of the program, we will present the graduates individually to the Board of Governors and President France to receive congratulations. While the first of our graduates are making their way to the stage, I would like to tell you about the stole and gavel. The stole draped upon the graduate's shoulders signifies acceptance into the community of St. Clair College graduates. This newly designed stole replaces the previous lyre pipe, which was draped over the left shoulder. The stole is a band of green velvet edged with gold braid, embroidered with the college griffin. Graduation stoles are sashes to be worn, draped over the shoulders at a commencement ceremony to denote achievement in academics. This stole is a modification of the academic hood, originating in the 15th century Europe in the age of great artists, scholars, and explorers of the Renaissance. Today, the stole symbolizes recognition of an individual who is now prepared to assume a responsible and creative role in the community. In 1966, unlike many of the 19 colleges created, St. Clair College had the advantage of building upon the graduates of the Western Ontario Institute of Technology. There was a small group of graduates of the Western Ontario Institute of Technology meeting in their homes. The college president at that time, Dr. R.C. Quittenton, inquired about the group to start a college alumni association. When St. Clair College was created, the technology classes were all held in the former WOIT facilities at 815 Mercer Street in downtown Windsor. The facility was a former elementary school which had been condemned many years earlier. The college began to build at Green Acres, now South Campus. The technology classes were moved, and eventually the Mercer Street building, with all of its memories and idiosyncrasies, was demolished. A small number of bricks, moldings, and newel posts were saved as souvenirs. When the St. Clair College Alumni Association began to function, the founding Alumni Association director, Bill Totten, salvaged the saved material and, using the college carpenter shop, created the gavel and sounding block using the molding, newel post, and brick. In 2022, the Convocation Committee looked at creating a new tradition for our president. The gavel from the original WOIT building was wrapped in the graduation stole by our very own fashion design students. This gavel, introduced at the June 2022 ceremony, will be tapped on the shoulder of all graduates by our president. Members of the Board of Governors, on the recommendation of our teaching faculty, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduates for diplomas, certificates, and degrees from the Zekelman School of Business. I have the honor to present the graduates in the business program.
Lakshit Arora. Puneet Goel. Pankaj Kaint. Ashish Jain.
Navjot Singh.
Parmbir Singh. Parasdeep Singh. Abhi Jiteshbhai Bera. Neil Manishkumar Master. Varun Bedi. Haneen Gama. Rimsha Wasim Hakim. Het Patel. Pinthal Pankaj Kumar Patel. Pariksit Pradip Kumar Patel. Soham Pravan Diora. Parth Kumar Bighabhai Kavadia. Hanan Hamidi. Amandeep Kaur. Anmalpreet Kaur. Rupinder Kaur. Sarbjeet Kaur. Lovepreet Kaur. Mandeep Kaur. Manjeet Kaur. Navdeep Kaur. Navdeep Kaur. Rajwinder Kaur. Pavneet Kaur. Mamta Rani. Alexander Polakowski. Arshdeep Singh. Jashandeep Kaur. Taranveer Singh. Harmandeep Singh Sidhu. Lovepreet Singh. Lovejeet Singh. Harmandeep Singh. Dilshanpreet Singh. Gurkaran Singh. Nikhil Chopra. Navdeep Singh. Paramjeet Singh. Karanbir Singh. Balraj Singh. Manveer Singh. Prabdeep Singh. Parth Bharatbhai Bukhani.
This concludes the graduates in the business program. I have the honor to present the graduates in business accounting.
Danny Kaba. Apeksha Malhotra. Susanna Neufeld Weeb. Mitesh Kumar Kishorbai Patel. Jichuan Pu. Itirani Sarkar. Amrinder Singh. Jeffrey Varghese. Ha Vu.
Camilla Bonfa Loria Margutti. This concludes the graduates in the Business Accounting program. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the Business Marketing program.
Diana Barudi, Tilia Galata, Ronak Singh Johar, Joseli Karam Leon, Stefano Lee, Francisco Eduardo Lozano Salazar,
This concludes the graduates in the Business Marketing program. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the Business Administration Accounting program.
Saprin Abdulhag, Aaron Aliers, Mohammed Basim Aldana, Nancy Awaniz, Eva Bihnam, Min Chen, Jonathan Claro, Mason Coghill, Ahmad El Mosri, Jonathan Gabriel, Jacob Hayes, Michaela Hollister, Rawan Hussain, Bailey Mancinoni, Manal Moaid, Kevin Niandazier, Massimo Pollard, Max Rahi, Serbi Sandal, Tyler Soulier, Dania Sayeda, Diane Sayeda Toppenberg, Jacqueline White, Paige Wyatt, Xiaoli Zheng.
This concludes the graduates in the Business Administration Accounting program. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the Business Administration Finance program.
Robert Baxter, Joseph Fernando Cardona, Susan Charbonneau, Troy Crawford, Chad Druitt, Peter Hong, Charlene Katabazi, Wei Li, Guohua Liu, Hisham Malas, Jaden McTavish, Saif Rahmani, Rushil Nishitbai Shah, Rebecca Smith, Zachary Stacy, Sawyer Size, Carlo Vrancic, Olivia Wilson,
Malad Hana. This concludes the graduates in the Business Administration Finance program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Business Administration Human Resources program.
Muhammad Tahidraza Muhammad. Krupa Shoban Kumar Parambat. Alexis Drulard. Durval Farias. Alexandra Hanna. Sandeep Kaur. Emily Marchi. Devon Omar. Dhruva Patel. Dhruvi Patel. Shreya Hitesh Patel. Trupal Patel. Ali Shalan. Sagar Trihan. Dhruvi Ramjibai Trivedi. Stanley Jacob Varagese. Arwinder Singh Sidhu. Brittany Wilson.
This concludes the graduates from the Business Administration Human Resources program. I would like to present now the graduates from the Business Administration Marketing program.
Morgan Cantagallo. Leah DiGirolamo. Luke Gashir. Vrushali Kamalia. Cameron Kennedy. Eagle Pai. Diaban Mukeshbhai Patel. Jordan Sickles.
This concludes the graduates in Business Administration Marketing. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Esports Administration and Entrepreneurship program.
Haroon Bage. Jackson Brown. Nicholas Joseph Charon. Shadi Hanna. Kaylee Jappi. Daniel Jobin. Manpreet Kaur. Noah King. Aubrey Levchuk. Logan Lockett. Mitchell Makishin. Bernard Maffey. Nathan Perot. Zachary Schreier. Ethan Thomas.
This concludes the graduates in the Esports Administration and Entrepreneurship program. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the Human Resources Management program.
Sierra Anger. Amandeep Kaur Bhatti. Kayla Carvalho. Lynette Michelle Rosario. Sumala Gandra. Sebastian Glenn. Kylie Jackson. Mittal Kashyap. Palwinder Kaur. Jyothika Moretti. Asha Rudola. Amrita Shaha. Diksha Sharma. Jashanpreet Singh. Jugraj Singh. Stacy Work.
This concludes the graduates in the Human Resources Management program. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the International Business Management Logistics Systems program.
Benny Abraham. Dikanshi Ahuja. Siddharth Bharat Kumar Ajmeri. Hami Ali Khan. Alka Alka. Priya Arora. Jespi Suja Babu. Pooja Banga. Shrey Firoz Barot. Geeta Rani Bhagat. Sahil Bala. Jaspal Singh Bandari. Sudhanshu Bhatia. Kunj Bhatt. Neil Bhavsar. Seema Bibi. Abin Binoy. Luis Blanco Montoya. Lavjeet Singh Brar. Chakrapani Reddy Busigari. Poonam Chowdhury. Nikhil Chauhan. Sumit Chauhan. Padma Najini Chiruku. Bhargava Panindra Chiprapali. Adolf Augustine Correa. Jayesh Gaffarbai Desai. Ashlesh Rao Donthaneni. Mohammed Faisal. Harsh Kunjalkumar Gajar. Vivek Gajar. Nirav Lalitbai Gamit. Abhi Gautam. Kamaljit Kaur Kuman. Maninder Singh Gill. Siddharth Gur. Magad Hussain. Himanshu Himanshu. Monal Niranjbai Jain. Jaspreet Kaur Jiot. Yamini Johar. Robin Johns. Maria Hilga Joseph. Alexander Joseph Soni. Jyoti Jyoti. Karishma Kalra. Rashmeet Singh Kalra. Brindali Kamalia. Dilip Kumar Kannadasan. Monu Kapila, Monica Karnati, Amandeep Kaur, Amanjit Kaur, Amanpreet Kaur, Babalpreet Kaur, Dilpreet Kaur, Gagandeep Kaur,
Jagmeet Singh.
Gagandeep Kaur, Gagandeep Kaur, Gagandeep Kaur, Gurmeet Kaur, Gurpreet Kaur, Harpreet Kaur, Harpreet Kaur, Jaspreet Kaur, Kiranpreet Kaur, Kiranpreet Kaur, Kamalpreet Kaur, Lovepreet Kaur, Lovepreet Kaur, Mandeep Kaur, Manpreet Kaur, Manpreet Kaur, Navdeep Kaur, Navdeep Kaur, Navdeep Kaur, Navjot Kaur, Navjot Kaur, Navpreet Kaur, Navpreet Kaur, Paramjit Kaur, Pardeep Kaur, Pardeep Kaur, Parvinder Kaur, Parvinder Kaur, Pawandeep Kaur, Rajdeep Kaur, Ramandeep Kaur, Ramandeep Kaur, Ramanjit Kaur, Ramanpreet Kaur, Ramneet Kaur, Rupinder Kaur, Rupinder Kaur, Rupinderjeet Kaur, Sanamdeep Kaur, Sandeep Kaur, Sarabjot Kaur, Simranpreet Kaur, Sukhdeep Kaur, Virpal Kaur, Charu Kaushik, Parminder Singh, Monica Monica, Sarbjeet Sarbjeet, Arvinder Singh, Vishal Kaushik, Pratikumar Rajnikant Kawa, Muzaffar Mansoor Kaja, Kiran Kiran, Amit Kumar. Navdeep Kumar. Rakesh Kumar. Raman Kumar. Sachin Kumar. Sunita Kumari. Elfin Kumayu. Ramanpreet Kaur Khanner. Alvin Kunimparampil Cherian. Moshin Lalani. Chirumunaswar Chowdhury Madarla. Samriti Mahajan. Asad Mohammed Amin Mansouri. Jane Marangolil Luke. Muhammad Musfar Mitale. Parth Barut Kumar Mehta. Vibhu Mehta. Anirudh Ramahan Menon. Tamid Muhammad Mirza. Jankit Modi. Tanvir Muhammad. Juan Morales Aguilera. Zed Anas Mullah. Badarul Munir. Muhammad Rafi Mutatimparampil. Pavan Kumar. Manish Kumar. Anup Kumar. Simranjeet Kaur. Beyant Kaur. Ramanjot Ramanjot. Naresh Naresh. Pooja Deb Nath. Naved Naved. Pooja Shyam Nirmal. Bhumika Jashvant Nioria. Farhan Pakyara Samsudin. Mayank Pal. Daval Pandya. Anuja Parashar. Priyanshi Parik. Abhishek Nambala. Surya Prakash Pasupati.
Anusha Gaganapalli.
Harshkumar Sureshbhai Patel. Hiralben Jayeshbhai Patel. Nidhi Maheshbhai Patel. Poojaben Umesh Kumar Patel.
Sai Santosh Kumar.
Rajkumar Pathiel Gopinath. Jasprit Singh Pawar. Pooja Pooja. Harmandeep Kaur Punya. Kishwin Kumar Prasad. Mahendra Pulaganti.
Ramal Kumar Bakar Patel.
Prakriti Pinakin Kumar Prajapati. Danish Puri. Maisha Rahman. Ajit Raj. Rajandeep Rajandeep. Bhaskar Rajendra Prasad. Priyank Kumar Rajput. Rishab Rana. Lovepreet Singh Randhawa. Sonia Rani. Dixita Kiran Rathod. Devashini Raviendran. Ritika. Ria. Reginman Robinson. Yash Vardhan Rohila. Harpreet Singh Sagu. Usharani Prajapati. Sakshi. Sumanpreet Kaur Samara. Sukhvir Kaur Sandhu. Akash Sarangal. Nandini Priya Satya. Richa Saxena. Rahul Shekhar. Dharmil Amish Shah. Drashti Shah. Hetul Shah. Asim Kamruddin Sheikh. Shelly Sharda. Parth Kumar Shastri. Nishiganta Vayankatrao Shavale. Taranpreet Kaur Sidhu. Ayush Sharda. Amandeep Singh. Arwinder Singh. Dalveer Singh. Gagandeep Singh. Gurmeet Singh. Inderjeet Singh Sidhu. Gurtej Singh. Gurpreet Singh. Harkirat Singh. Harpreet Singh. Harpreet Singh. Harsimran Singh. Inderjeet Singh. Inderpal Singh. Jagdeep Singh. Jagjit Singh. Kamalpreet Singh. Lovepreet Singh. Manmeet Singh. Manpreet Singh. Manveer Singh. Parminder Singh. Pawanpreet Singh. Pushpjeet Singh. Ranjot Singh. Sanjay Singh. Satnam Singh. Shivani Singh. Jamin Narendrabhai Sojitra. Utsav Vipul Kumar Soni. Kunal Tuli. Monica Thakur. Swapnil Sanjay Sanawane. Drasti Sutar. Artiben Narendrabhai Tandal. Shivanshu Tandon. Deepika Ben Ramanbai Thakur. Sachin Thakur. Vinith Kumar Tota. Balwant Singh Tiwana. Gurpreet Singh. Sukhpreet Singh Tour. Ayush Tyagi. Romil Wilson Vaz. Vishnu Prasad Vazail. Varchasva Verma. Hitesh Vora. Sujit Hasmukrai Vora. Shashank Vyas. Abel Willingdon. Sahil Arun Yadav.
This concludes the graduates in International Business Management Logistics Systems. I now have the honor to present the graduates in Office Administration Health Services.
Jaranas Basilio. Charlie Fecteau. Jaspreet Singh Kalon. Arpanjot Kaur. Gagandeep Kaur. Rajwinder Kaur. Shweta Sharma. Navdeep Kaur. Ajay Walia. Siddharth Chowdhury. Mandeep Kaur. Ranjot Kaur. Sanpreet Kaur. Samira Khan. Ramya Kotha. Megan Martin. Garima Mitu. Jemilat Ohiaka. Tejashwari Malik Kumar Patel. Cam Tu Quach. Julian Santiago Diaz. Simabin Pravinbhai Shrimali. Gurjeet Singh. Harmandeep Singh. Kuljit Singh. Hirvaben Dharmendra Kumar Solanki.
This concludes the graduates in Office Administration Health Services. I now have the honor to present the graduates in Office Administration Executive.
Bennett Shirish Christie. Jeanette Enriquez. Ahmad Hussein. Gina Gabriela Marinelli. Alexandria Paro. Shangana Paragbai Patel. Shivani Shivani. Sharon Nazaraja.
Yashan Kurmi. This concludes the graduates in Office Administration Executive. It is now my honor to present the graduates in Office Administration General.
Manroop Singh Kalan. Dharampreet Singh. Dharmpreet Singh. Hiba Alali.
This concludes the graduates in Office Administration General. I now have the honor to present the graduates in Sports and Recreation Management.
Swapnil Ahmed. Khalil Antonio Balmaceda. Hubert Alfonso Batista. Nolan Charette. Justin Paul Cooper. Justin Coughlin. Corte Day. Mackenzie Gabriel. David Gomez. Alexander McClosey. Christian Oman. Jared Stewart. Martin Varela. Anne Vo. Faye Tan. Harleen Kaur Mann. Damanpreet Kaur. Amanpreet Kaur.
Sheikh Anjum. Sitaram Rao Boyinapoli. Mohan Sai Prasad.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the conferring of diplomas and certificates. At this time, I would like to reintroduce Lori Kemp from the St. Clair College Alumni Association.
Good afternoon. On behalf of more than 125,000 St. Clair College graduates, I want to officially welcome you to the St. Clair College alumni family. Woo! Today officially begins the next stage in your journey that started at St. Clair College. You will be joining thousands of graduates throughout Windsor-Essex, Chatham-Kent, the Greater Toronto Area, Ontario, and the world. Our alumni are contributing, building, designing, caring, leading, entertaining, feeding, managing, and investing in workplaces and communities in all corners of the globe. When a business or organization has alumni working there, we describe them as being Saints Strong. Stay connected with our Alumni Association and take advantage of the benefits of belonging, the special events and giveaways provided just for you as a graduate of the college. Follow us on our social media platforms, join us on LinkedIn, and be an active part of our family, our St. Clair College alumni family. Congratulations, graduates.
At this time, I would like to reintroduce Lindy Prendy, Executive Director, Center for Academic Excellence and Quality Assurance.
Could the audience please rise, if able, for the closing reflection? Please join me in this closing reflection. Together we ask that all our graduates be filled with joy and peace. May they have success and happiness throughout the years. May they bring honor and wisdom to their own lives, their families, their communities, and our country. And may they be filled with a desire to learn new things throughout their lives. We ask this according to the terms of our individual faiths. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 5th session of the 55th Annual Convocation of St. Clair College. We ask that the audience please remain seated until the graduates and faculty have left the main floor. Enjoy today's reception sponsored by your Alumni Association immediately following the ceremony.